Yo, what's going on YouTube? How's it going? It's been a while, I know, my bad. But listen, I've been doing some mobile gaming right now, and at the moment, it is popping off. A big shout out to Solo Leveling Arise. I'm telling you, it's different. But anyways, let's talk about the Ridgeway. Oh my god, I've been sitting on this for a minute. The aim I had for this build was to stop those chicken runners. Chicken runners? Come on, you know who I mean. You know those Warzone players who come over to other games who think they can break your camera with their movement. Not with this build. I'm telling you, not with this build. But not only that, it's also good against those armor regen players. You know those handful of players that are playing in groups these days and they're just 4-stacking armor regen with perfect efficient and all that rubbish. Yeah, this shreds those players. And the funny thing is, this build can hit even harder if I just optimize it. However, there's too much builds I'm using right now, and I can't lie, materials is crazy, put it that way. But enough of that, let's jump into the build breakdown. For the specialization, it doesn't really matter. Use whatever you want. I just have this on for no particular reason at all, so just use whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, for the weapons, let's start with the SMG. The SMG I'm using is the Vector ACP. And on this Vector, I have sub damage, crit chance, and damage to targets out of cover. The talent is Sadist, which amplifies weapon damage by 20% to bleeding enemies. Also, after 4 kills, it applies bleed to the next target you hit. For my secondary, I'm using the Famous 2000, and on here is AR damage, health damage, and damage to armor. I would change this to damage to targets out of cover, but one hasn't dropped for me yet. The talent is also the same. For the sidearm, it doesn't matter, run anything you want. Now let's talk about the chest piece. Yes, the Ridgeway Pride Exotics. It comes with weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. I have a crit damage mod on here. Now the talent is Bleeding Edge. When you shoot enemies within 50 meters, it applies bleed to the person you are shooting. Now 3 to 48% of armor is repaired for every second for every enemy that is bleeding within that 50 meter radius. And as it follows, 1 target is 3%, 2 targets 5%, 3 targets 13%, 4 targets 24%, and 5 targets 48%. As usual, you know how it goes with these damage builds. We're rocking the Picaros, best in slot. Now on our Picaros, we have crit damage and weapon damage, with also the armor. The brand set gives us 10% skill haste, which is nice. The knee pads, we went with Grupo. On here we have armor rolled with status effects and crit damage. We show status effects because we already have enough crit chance on our build, and the brand set gives us 15% crit damage. The gloves, we're rocking the Sokolov named gloves, and that is the firm handshake. We have armor rolled on here with status effects and crit damage. Now the reason why we went this way, again, we have enough crit chance, so instead of wasting an attribute, I thought let's just make our bleed even better. Now with the mask, it's the same brand set. The brand set is giving us 10% SMG damage and 15% crit chance. And on this mask, we have armor rolled on with crit chance and crit damage, and we also threw on a crit chance mod. For the backpack, we went with the named Golden Gear, the cookbook. We have status effects and crit damage with a crit damage mod. The talent is Perfectly Wicked, which increases total weapon damage by 19% for 25 seconds. When we apply a status on the enemy. Now for one of the skills, we are rocking a Jammer Pulse, which applies disrupt, which helps with the backpack. Now our second skill that we're using is the Stinger Hive, and what this does is applies bleed. Now here's the stats. We have 1.7 armor on here, which is on the tanky side, so you can change it as you please. 363k health, 58% crit chance, and the crit damage sits at 175% with 70% headshot on our SMG, and that's primarily what we are using. Now, as I mentioned before, this build can hit even harder if I optimize it. But I can't lie to you, it already feels nice. And as it stands, I've run this as it is in the dark zone without no expertise, and it works wonders. So just imagine if I was to put expertise in this. Now, if you like what you see, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Until the next time, peace, laters.